man, so it looked like that DDG song may have worked. It may have worked, man. Let's talk about it. So there has been an agreement that's been reached between Halle Bailey and DDG. All right. Last time I seen some news, I didn't report on it because I knew we was gonna actually have a true story about the situation. But last time when they had court, both parties asked for an extension when it came to arguing anything in the court because they said they were working things out on their own amongst each other. So they filed for an extension. The judge granted the extension and things were kept as the same. But within that, you had also some information about a handoff between Halle and DDG, where you can just see how much Halo loved his dad and appreciated the time spent with his dad. So those things let me know that things were leading into a great direction for this couple after so many different things. Now, before that time, DDG put out that song where he was asking for Halle to let's go ahead and get the courts out of our business. And I thought it could be really risky due to knowing that the things that's going on social media and the pressure that's being put on Halle is what she used to file against him in the first place. One of the things that she used to file against him, claiming the harassment that he has caused. I'm not saying it's true, but she claimed harassment that he caused from saying things on social media, causing his fans to harass her. So I thought that that could be dangerous with him doing that song, that could possibly lead to more claims from Halle, but it looked like that may have worked. Or DDG already knew that things were cool, all right? But TMZ put out an article. It says this right here. We're gonna read this thing. It says, DDG, Halle Bailey dropping our restraining orders and agreed on custody, all right? We're gonna tap in with this article, and we're also gonna review the lyrics of this song that may have led to Halle softening her heart and reaching an agreement with DDG. Y'all know he put out this music video in this song called 17 More Years off his recent project called Moo. But first thing first, let's tap in with our sponsors for today's video. There's a reason why I'm the go-to handyman in my house, just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. I'm not one of those guys who calls AAA the second a tire loses air. If I'm on the side of the road, I'm not waiting around and filming a pray for me Instagram story. I'm popping the trunk and handling it. I fix what I can. I put things together myself. I'm stubborn like that. But even I know my limits. Because I'll change a tire, but I will not walk into a courtroom talking about your honor. I watched 3 YouTube videos, man. I think I got this. Nah, Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 attorneys in more than 100 offices and 25 billion recovered for more than 500,000 people. Somebody got offered $350,000. Morgan & Morgan turned that into 12 million. Submitting a claim takes less time than arguing with someone about it. You can click the link in my description, type your info, done. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. Change your own tire if you want to, but when it comes to that money, let the pros handle it. So great news, man. It says, it appears the olive branch DDG extended to Halle early this month may be working because they both agreed to drop their domestic violence orders requests against one another. In a new stipulation filed by the parties and signed off by the judge, the exes worked out temporary custody issues for their 1-year-old Halo while agreeing to dismiss their respective domestic violence requests. They each reserve the right to resurrect the DV claims in the event of any future incident of abuse. But it starts to show they're trying to move past their differences. Now, I thought that when she came home from Italy that this was going to happen anyway. I believe that a part of the play was he was getting too aggressive when it came to asking about what she may have been doing with other dudes. There was still some emotions going on in that situation, you know, the Brent Fire stuff. So you had that going on. And then also she wanted freedom when it came to taking the child to Italy. So I think that played into why she filed when she filed. And then you also had, you know, the situation where something was going on in New York. DDG was talking about, okay, I'm gonna go see my child here, and then he didn't see the child, and then you had a big media thing as well as far as fans reacting to that too. So all these things, her going on vacation, people think she was Brent, academics saying stuff, all those things created a storm as far as when she filed. I thought that once she came home and they started doing mediation, we was gonna get to this resolution, but it took a little more time, but here we are. It says, as for custody, they worked out a temporary arrangement that gives DDG custody on Wednesdays and certain weekends. The pair, who broke up in October 2024, even worked out a holiday schedule, with the first on the list being Halloween. So it looks like Halo may get the trick-or-treat with each parent. The new plan is a huge leap for DDG and Halle, who went from gushing about their love before their little one was born to ripping each other apart in court filings. Oh, and part of the agreement states that they can't publicly disparage each other anymore or post Halo on social media, which was another contentious point in their falling out. As we mentioned, DDG made a peace offering to the Little Mermaid star via his song 17 More Years, in which he applauded Halle's parenting and sang about no longer wishing to fight. And it appears DDG is getting exactly what he asked for, and we couldn't be happier for the pair for turning things around. Now, we don't know what's going on when it comes to the child support stuff. That may be separate. I don't think DDG probably has any issues when it comes to paying child support or whatever. I don't think he has no issues with that shit. But I know the child support had to play into the custody, but at this point in time, it looked like he gonna get, what it says, weekends, some weekends, and every single Wednesday. I hope it's not going to be monitored anymore, especially, it shouldn't be monitored because they dropped the domestic violence thing. So he should be able to really vibe and spend time with a child with all that stuff going on, with all that stuff. But yeah, man, I think that damn song worked, bro. Let me see. Let's look at these lyrics real quick. So the song was called 17 More Years, dog. Of course, I don't want to fight no more. Tired of the court dates, lawyers getting over on us, watching money go to waste. We should all get together on his birthday, like the cake. If we talk, it'll get better. Go ahead and drop a case. Use to text your phone. Are we speaking through the mail? You don't even know I got love for you still. Said you want me gone. Is that really how you feel? Might as well get along. Got 17 more years. All right, that's straight up. Straight up. Now, y'all was so mad on the damn. Y'all was mad at me for just saying everything I said before based on all the evidence that I've read. I knew this was coming because just seeing the case, it seemed like a stalemate as far as toxicity on both ends. It seemed like toxicity on both ends for their own respective reasons why the person acted the way that they acted. And then you have a child in the middle of it, and it sucks when a child becomes a pawn. And things are done that are extensions of the emotions that they feel about each other. But you know, as time passes and things proceed, I hope they mature and realize, all right, you don't own that person, and the person that's more important is the child. But DDG said more things. All the love we had, I feel it vanishing. All that hate we get, it's hard to manage it. How we supposed to make up for these damages? We don't need no judges. We don't need to fight. I can't leave my son because he need me in his life. Why you got him thinking that you Tina and I'm Ike? I can never hate you. Me and you created life. So that Tina Ike shit, he's like, it's not like that. You got him thinking that I'll be beating you, but he's alleges that's not true. If anything, when he made the allegations in his temporary restraining order, which got granted, was that she was the aggressor physically. So that goes to that lyric right there. He says, I don't need revenge. I don't need control. I just need a chance to want to watch my baby grow. Looking at my phone, the photos we took, you was my best friend. How do we get here? I'm shook. All right. Then the chorus come again. But then the second verse comes back around. He says, if your goal was to hurt me, girl, you did that. We could have talked at my house. You know where I live at. If you ever needed money, you know I would give that. I can't even call your phone or see where my kid at. I'm happy for you and whoever that you with, as long as he can treat you better than I did. We ain't got no communication, that's the main thing. Every time we walk into that court, they say the same thing. These judges judging me and I gotta stay calm. Still got respect for you, you're a good mom. Don't know what to do with myself, this happened so fast. Just call my phone and we could put this in the past. Alright, so this was the direct letter to Halle Bailey. And it looked like she received it, or they was already having a conversation. He wanted to put out the song, and that was that. For him to do that, he had to consult with his lawyers. He had to. And they had already be leaning towards a good point with each other, because that was a bold move. A very, very bold move. And I for sure thought it was going to cause some issues, but it did not. It did not. And once again, they have found some resolve. They found a solution for now, temporarily. And man, I hope these young folks just figure that shit out. Just keep this thing pushing. It's sad that shit didn't work out, but it's a lot of toxicity. They did not need to be together, boy. They did not need to be together at all. So as we sign out, once again, the custody agreement they have is temporary arrangement that gives DDG custody on Wednesdays and certain weekends. All right. Shout out to them. I guess ain't no more pictures y'all we see in the Halo. That's it for that. But hey, though, y'all gotta let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below me. I'm going to get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.